Hello there, Michaelers. I hope everyone is doing great. This is Pearl Jr. here. Well, this is really quick. I have somewhere to go. I'll tell you guys about it afterwards in my next live. But I have somewhere to go today, so I'm all dolled up. And, I need to bring back my false eyelashes. What do you guys think? I think so. Well, anyway, more Brandon, Mickey Howard, Michael Jackson, Billie Jean news. Okay, now you guys know that let me just give a quick story because this is going to be less than 5 minutes. Okay, before I met Peter Michael Bobby, right? Before I met him personally, before he called me and we started our conversation, which was January 15th, 2012, he had emailed me a couple of times. And one of the times that he had emailed me was thanks for doing the interview. And I did a video about it years and years ago. And I didn't know who he was. I had heard that there was some Peter guy and people said he was Michael, but I didn't pay any attention to it because I felt like I do so much for you, Michael. You should contact me. And that's how I really honestly felt. Well, anyway, so Peter, Michael Bobby, Peter Medani, aka Bobby Anderson, aka Michael Joe Jackson, called me, right? Because for you guys that haven't heard before, Bobby Anderson is a real person. And you need to watch a live 3 and a live 4. Go to Michael Jackson Insider for all the backstory. And he is Michael's front or Michael's decoy. So when Michael talks to people on the phone, you don't know if you're talking to Bobby Anderson or the real Michael Jackson because their voices are similar. So I've heard 3 different voices. And I know that I've been talking to Michael Jackson because of all the predictions, all the things he knows ahead of time in the Michael Jackson world, among the estate, within everything that has to do with Jackson. And I've detailed them in a live 3 and a live 4. Okay, so this is before he called me. Matter of fact, this was June 9th, I think, 2011. And that's an important day that's mentioned by the judge as well in the Conrad Murray verdict. So June 9th, he emailed me and he said, thanks for doing the interview. And at the time, I didn't think much of it because he's just one among a lot of different fans, right? Just one among a lot. So I read the interview and I didn't know. So anyway, so after we got to know each other, he said, I contacted you a couple of times before. So I had to go back and he did contact me twice before. It was messages on YouTube. So one of them was June 9th. Thanks for doing the interview. So then I had to go back and research what was he talking about? What interview? It was when I agreed to interview Brandon Howard, right? So how does Peter Michael Bobby know about me interviewing Brandon Howard about him being Michael's son when I didn't tell anyone? I told no one that I was going to do that interview, right? I didn't do the interview that day, but that's the day that I agreed to do the interview with Brandon Howard. So most of you guys have seen my interview with Brandon Howard, okay? It was eventually posted by the Huffington Post. It has over 500,000 views. So just scroll my channel and my interviews and my coverage of Brandon Howard has gotten over 1 million views. He is my biggest highlight on my channel. Well, so how did Peter Michael Bobby know about me doing a Brandon Howard interview? Unless he's Michael Jackson, right? This is another prediction. So along with the first lyrics of Billie Jean, she was more like a beauty queen, and Mickey Howard was a beauty queen contestant. And they met when she was 18 or 19 years old, right? She got pregnant at 19. She had Brandon at age 20. Michael was 21 because Brandon was born in 19. Michael was 23. I think Mickey was born in 1960, and yes, 60. So she would have been 21. And Brandon was born in 1981. So Michael wouldn't have been 23 yet. He would have been 22 because he had a birthday. He hadn't had his birthday that year. So anyway, So if we go back, how did that happen? So another story. Okay. So I've been in so much matches. Brandon's been around the family the whole life, blah, 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 blah. Please watch Alive 4 if you want to just know about Brandon Howard, Alive 3 and Alive 4 if you want to know about Peter Michael Bobby being Michael Jackson. Please watch my documentaries. And there's more. Okay. So and Michael says it's a true story. Michael wanted to make sure Billie Jean was, the video was a replica of the streets of Chicago. Mickey Howard's from Chicago. Beauty queen Mickey Howard was a beauty contestant. That's why he said more like a beauty queen. Okay. Because she didn't win the contest, but she was in beauty contestants. All right. So I had said, oh, real quick. At the time in the 80s was a famous tennis player. Her name was Billie Jean King, right? And she did this battle of the sexes with this other guy who said women can't be as good tennis players as men, and she beat him, right? So she won the battle of the sexes, and she was really famous at that time. She is a member of the LGBTQ, lesbian, biracial, gay, transsexual, queer, plus AI, that she's a part of that community right now. All right. So anyway, Quincy Jones tells the story. Don't name the song Billie Jean. Don't name the song Billie Jean because people are going to get it confused with Billie Jean King. And that's what I thought of when I first heard the name of the song Billie Jean. I thought of Billie Jean King too, right? But Michael refused. Quincy said no matter what, he wouldn't change the name of the song to Billie Jean. And Mickey Howard's favorite artist was Billie Holiday. Okay, and that's where you get the Billie from. But where does the Jean come in? Well, I had said this many times, that Mickey Howard must have looked good in her jeans. And at that time in the 80s, we had the painted on jeans where they were so tight. We have Gloria Vanderbilt jeans, Sassoon. We had, what were the other, Calvin Klein's, remember Brooke Shield and her Calvins? And they were just the rave, and they fit your body so perfect, right? So Mickey Howard lived at the Jackson compound. She lived there because Joe Jackson was her manager, right? And the play dad, Augie Johnson, he you can look in Michael's Off the Wall credits, he was a background singer to Off the Wall. So we can put all three of them together at the same time, right? Augie is the cover-up. Joe was the fixer. Michael got Mickey pregnant, and it was getting ready to be the biggest music deal of his life. He had a $750,000 budget back in the early 80s to make his next album because Off the Wall was so successful. So everything was working in his favor, and then whoops, a girl gets pregnant and says it's his baby. So Michael wrote the story. He uses the word me, my, I, and me. He's talking about himself, right? The other story that's just words, right? That's just words is, I was talking about my brothers. I was talking about groupies. I was talking about girls saying that they pregnant and they weren't. But Michael says in the song, the lie becomes the truth and the eyes were just like mine. Oh no. So he told the truth. And we have Brandon, even to this day, hanging with Jackie, with LaToya. He's a part of their whole family. He's a part of knows Brandy. He's a part of that whole family. And the name Brandon was Marlon's twin who died one day after birth. That was going to be his name, Brandon. Okay. And we can see how, and Marlon didn't name none of his son, Brandon. Okay. So we know that it's a family name, Marlon and Brandon. A perfect name for twins, right? So anyway, so I said that Michael named the song Billie Jean because Mickey Howard looked so good and luscious and sexy and irresistible in those damn jeans, right? That was why I said it. Now you want to hear Marlon talk about it? Well, here we go. Okay, this is a video I'm going to show you real quick. This is a video. It's called The Jacksons Reflect on Hometown Ties, Legacy in Return to Gary, Indiana. So the Jackson boys, and I think, oh my God, I thank her so much. Oh my God, why am I having a brain fart? I thank her for sending me this video because she is in this video. And I don't know why my brain is not working. I like her. I know her so well. We've met up. She's so sweet. And just for whatever reason, this 61-year-old brain is not working. But anyway, I'm gonna get it in a minute. But anyway, she sent this video to me because she's in this video, but you can't really kind of make it out. But she sent it to me because she's in it. So it's a news story about the Jacksons coming back home to Gary, Indiana. Right? So the boys are being interviewed. Marlon, Tito, and Jackie are being interviewed. And this is what they say.
It's in the blood, yeah. The only Jackson could bring. Not Levi's. Billie Jean. Music.
Not Levi's, but Billie Jean. Okay? So they are being interviewed. Let me turn this up. Let me turn this volume up a little bit. Okay. And so they're being interviewed. I hope I can show it. I'm sorry if it buffers. Okay, here we go.
Not Levi's. Billie Jean. Music is at the
Not Levi's, but Billie Jean. Not Levi's, but Billie Jean. Oh, see, and my mouse keeps disappearing on me. Where are you, mouse? Where are you? There you are. Okay. Okay, hold on.
Look at the film.
Okay, so hold on.
They imitate Michael.
Okay, they're talking about Jafar.
But when I looked at Jafar's work, he's not imitating Michael. He became Michael. And he is so damn good.
And we saw on Zoom call with Graham King, they shot a little piece of Jafar playing Michael. And we saw it. And we all started crying. Tears came to our eyes. He was that good.
It's in the genes. It's that magic touch.
It's in the blood, yeah.
The only Jackson could bring.
Not Levi's. Billie Jean.
Not Levi's, but Billie Jean's. Now, I wonder if Michael told them to say that, and he wants to know if I'm still paying attention. And I am still paying attention. Oh my God, I told y'all he named that song Jeans because Mickey Howard and those jeans. And that's why the song is called Billie Jeans. And no matter how much Quincy Jones begged Michael to change the name of that song, Michael refused. Because Michael always tells the truth somewhere. Now, I gotta leave. I'm gonna say this one last comment. I gotta leave. Diddy, I saw the video with Diddy and how he beat up Cassie. Oh my God, his girlfriend. Oh my God. It was just so absolutely awful, terrible what he did with her. And, and people hate Michael Jackson, and people are mad and don't give Michael Jackson a break, even though he was acquitted from child molestation. People treat Michael as if he is some kind of worse than a serial killer, when Michael has never done anything like that. We've never seen Michael mistreat someone like that, right? But when it came to Georgina, Georgina. I don't know why I couldn't think of my friend Georgina's name, but she sent this to me, and I thank her so much for sending it to me. Thank you so much, Georgina. I don't know why I couldn't get your name right, and I don't know why this Meta Suite keeps coming up when I'm trying to just, okay, let me do this. Let me just go here. And so she's in this video. So you guys can watch it and see where you spot her. I would play it. But you can watch the video on YouTube. You can play it, but you can't really see her that good. Okay, but she's between 2 minutes and 16 seconds. She's in a part of the crowd. She's around that time. Okay, so anyway, guys, I love you so much. But anyway, I wonder, people aren't going to hate Diddy as much as they hate Michael Jackson. And Michael was acquitted of all criminal charges. I sat in the courtroom. He has no interest in having sex with little boys. And yes, Michael did orgasm in a vagina. Okay, so most of you guys now, you can know that Michael wasn't a virgin. Michael loved having sex with a woman, and it produced Brandon Howard, who sounds and looks just like Michael Jackson. All right, guys. Love you much. Gotta go. Be sure to go to michaeljacksoninsider.com to learn all the facts, proof, evidence, and clues that Michael Jackson faked his death. And wish me luck. Love you all. Bye.